close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna...
Hey guys, my name is Neek or Nikki. Welcome to my channel. We're gonna be doing a tutorial on this springtime makeup look. I got kind of cotton candy vibes from it, Easter vibes, Easter inspired, whatever you want to call it. Today, this is the look we're gonna be doing. So if you like to see this look and how to get it and how to achieve it yourself, go ahead and stay tuned and keep on watching. After you do your eyebrows. So putting a white eyeshadow base or light color concealer, whatever product you decide to use, is gonna help your colors on your eyelids show up more pigmented. So I'm just gonna blend that out. In my opinion, I feel like patting anything on when it comes to makeup, well, typically most of the time, is better than blending it out, because then it starts to get like smudgy and muddy. So you can add more base to your liking, how much ever you want to do, till you feel like it's white enough to make your color show up pigmented. If you're using higher end colors, you might not have to use as much base. If you're using cheaper colors or you're first starting out, you might have to do a little bit more. We're gonna be using this NYX eyeshadow palette, and I'm excited to try this. I've never used this before. I bought this about a week or so ago, so I'm really excited to try it and see how the colors show up. And this is the same brand name as the eyeshadow base I use, so I'm pretty sure the colors are gonna come out good because it's a really good brand, but I guess we'll find out today. So after you put on your base, then you'll get another fluffy brush, and on the outer corner is where I'm gonna do that first color. So the inspiration I'm getting for this look today is actually from my friend. She sent me a picture and she was like, do this look. So we're gonna see how it turns out. And it's funny because I literally uploaded a picture before she sent it to me of a look I did, and it's almost similar, but this one is more kind of like Easter vibes. So I thought it would be fun to do because it looks like more pastel colors. Then after that, I'm gonna take another brush and I'm gonna go in with, let's do this pink shade right here. And I'm gonna put that at the top. And of course, you guys know, common sense, when you blend pink into blue, it makes purple. Literally, if you guys practice, like I feel like when you see a picture, it looks so hard. But once you do it, it really isn't that hard. So I'm not dipping my brush back into the palette at all for the pink, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the pink color as a transition shade, blending it behind that blue color to get the look I want. Once again, you guys, I haven't dipped my brush back into the palette at all. I'm using what's left on the brush to get the color I want. Picking back up that first brush we had with the blue, dipping it back into the palette, putting more on the edge. Just to make sure we don't lose any of that blue color with this darker blue shade right next to the blue, and I'm gonna put that on the outer edge. Y'all, I am loving this palette, like, but then again, I'm not surprised because it's NYX, y'all. Like, they always come through with the colors, the products. Like, I haven't came across any of their products that I didn't necessarily not like or dislike, so I'm definitely happy with how it's coming out so far. So the next thing I'm gonna do, y'all, is get a little bit of that eyeshadow base, put some on the back of my hand, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to. This is just what I do because it helps me. And now we're gonna cut our crease. If you're new or struggling with learning how to cut your crease, you can start off like this and dragging the color down. rather than trying to draw an outline, because I find it more difficult to draw the outline than it is to drag it. I'm gonna pat it dry, being sure to not go above the line where you did your cut crease, because you don't want to mess up all that hard work you just did. The reason we patted our white eyeshadow base dry is because you don't want to put color onto something wet. It's gonna be very hard. It's gonna look muddy. It's not gonna look right. So now we're gonna take the pink fluffy brush we used for our pink color, and we're gonna dip it in that pink color that we used. And because we're gonna put that yellow liner on top, you don't necessarily need to draw it all the way up to the line. I'm gonna put a little bit of white eyeshadow over my colors that I already did, just to see how it turns out, because I do like how pigmented it is, but we're going for more like of a pastel color look. So I'm gonna just dust a little bit of white eyeshadow on it from a different eyeshadow palette and see how this comes out. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in once again NYX, one of my favorite brands. This is their Vivid Brights color. It's yellow. It's called Halo, and we're gonna draw on our liner. Just so my liner is a little bit more diffused and not so sharp, we're gonna take a little bit of some black liquid eyeliner. And it doesn't need to be too thick because I want more emphasis on the colors in this look. One thing I am gonna do is put a little bit of white eyeshadow. And this is a trick you'll see people do. It makes your eyes, it gives them more of a metallic look. On top of that white shade, I'm gonna wet my brush a little bit, and I'm gonna go into my BH Cosmetics Blacklight color highlighter palette. And then after that, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on my lashes. While I'm letting the lash glue dry on my lashes, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. And that's gonna help my false lashes stick to the fake lashes. By the way, drop in the comments, once again, just a reminder, if you want me to do a detailed how to apply lashes video, what kind of lashes I use, where do I get my lashes, affordable lashes, whatever kind of thing about lashes, drop it in the comments. I will be more than happy to do a video on that. I can also do a video on the eyebrows, but I'm pretty sure I said that earlier in the video. But just drop it in the comments, like let me know what kind of stuff you are looking for, what kind of stuff you guys like to watch, things that you're struggling with and want to get better at. Once again, like I said earlier, we already moisturized, or I already moisturized my face. Okay, so I'm gonna apply the primer all over my face. My skin's more on the oily side, and I like to use things that are gonna help my foundation stay all day. Typically when I do like a full makeup look like this, I'm usually going out, or I want it to last a long time. I don't want to have to keep doing touch-ups. Nobody has time for that. Nobody wants to do all that. So y'all is gonna think this video is sponsored by NYX, but it's really not. Like, I just really like a lot of the NYX products. So I bought this like a few weeks ago. My usually go-to foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, but this is a really good shade. It matches perfectly, almost similar to my Maybelline, and it's Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Mahogany. Using a wet beauty blender as far as foundation is harder to do than a brush with matte foundations. I just find, I guess in my opinion, it almost like counteracts with the water. With the Maybelline Fit Me foundation I use, like I can use a beauty blender, I can use a brush, but when I use this NYX one, which is the one I'm using right now, it doesn't work if I use a wet beauty blender for foundation. But that's okay, because we can just use this brush. It still works just as good. I didn't really trip on putting too much foundation under my eyes to cover up these bags, but because I'm gonna use concealer anyway. So the concealer I'm gonna use for my under eye is the LA Girl Pro, and this is the shade Fawn, F-A-W-N, not F-I-N-E, y'all. So I'm gonna squeeze a little bit out, and that's one of the things I really like about this concealer, is the way you can apply it. Now you're gonna still take that wet beauty blender, and I'm gonna take the tip of it and get my mirror back out so I can see. I'm just still using the tip of that beauty blender, blending out all around my face as best as possible. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some Wet n Wild setting powder. It's their banana powder, and I'm gonna set everywhere that I set my concealer. And I'm using a patting motion. You don't ever wanna like rub or blend. We're done with the blending part already. That's what you want to do if you're blending your foundation, if you're applying a moisturizer or something like that. But what we're trying to do is set that in. We're trying to pack that powder in so it melts into our skin. That's going to give us a flawless look, and it's also going to assure that the powder helps the foundation last all day, which is perfect for girls like me who, if you want to use mattifying things or things that are gonna help control those oils to make sure it lasts all day. Y'all, I'm loving this look. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go in with another NYX product. This literally was on clearance. It was like 60 cents. So it's a contour and highlight duo stick. I'm gonna put a little bit where I wanna contour. Now taking a fluffy blending eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna blend out that contour on my nose. Now to set in that contour, I'm gonna use my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in medium to dark. Dip it in that darkest contour shade. And go over almost. If you watched this long, thank you. I appreciate you. Go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe to my channel if you get a second. It is greatly appreciated. So the next step we're gonna do is our highlighter. So I think I'm gonna use my Blacklight highlight color palette in BH Cosmetics, and I want to go ahead and do a pink highlighter. I think that would be perfect for this look, and I haven't did pink highlighter in so long, so I think it's going to be really pretty. So I'm going to take a little bit on my fingertip, put that on my nose, on the corners. Ooh, sorry y'all, I got allergies. My eyes are watering like crazy. Then I'm gonna go in with a fan brush, and this is, I'm pretty sure it's a Ruby Kisses fan brush. Spray it with a little bit of mist, water, whatever you wanna spray. And I'm gonna use this on my cheeks. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that highlight. Look how pretty that is, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that's not pretty. Like, it goes perfect for this look. All the springtime colors, like, I love it. I know somebody probably with OCD is watching this like, can you please fix your bra strap? Like, I know one of these days I'm gonna get a comment and somebody's gonna say something like, but I don't mind, because I'm the same way. I'm gonna be like, dang, she didn't notice her bra strap. But really, like, I really didn't, y'all, because I'm looking at my face, so I couldn't even tell. Y'all, this highlight is amazing. Amazing. So for me, I put highlighter anywhere where I see the light hits. So put a little there, put a little there, put a little on the eyebrow. Go crazy, do whatever y'all wanna do, because it is your face. I'm gonna use a little bit of blush, because why not? Why not? This blush is the Black Radiance brand in the shade Warm Berry. I'm gonna go under my under eye with all the same colors that I used. Well, not all of them, but literally most of the same colors that I use on my eyelid. First, before we do that, I'm gonna take a white liner. Putting the concealer under your eyes is not only gonna help your colors show up more pigmented, but using a white eyeliner pencil is also gonna help that too. And this is literally an eyebrow pencil, but I have yet to find a lip liner that's matte, and it's the dark brown shade that I want. In the brand number 7, and this is also only a brand that's usually sold at Walgreens or Target. So this is their matte liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Grace. I feel like it's not, like, it needs more color. So I am gonna add a little bit of color to it. When I tell y'all, this look is so, like, everything about it screams spring. Everything about it. Like, I'm so glad my friend sent me this idea, because this is the finished look and I'm so happy with the look. I literally freestyled it. I didn't do it before, and I'm just glad to share this with you guys so you guys can practice at home too. We're all cooped up in the house right now, so this is the perfect time to practice makeup and play in makeup and get familiar with what kind of products you like. And all of this was affordable drugstore makeup, literally, you guys. But this is the finished look. I love it. I'm pleased with it. I really like it, so I'm glad that I invested in this palette because these colors turned out bomb. This is cute. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.